So this is it. This is the time where I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk about all the things that I'm going to miss about London. If you are new here to my channel, hi, welcome. You are here during a time where I am saying goodbye to one of my favorite places ever. I love living here. It is everything to me. It has been my identity for the past, oh my gosh, 2 years now. 2 years I've been living in London. So we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about what I'm gonna miss about this city because I leave in less than 2 weeks. I leave on October 29th. It is October 17th. How has these last few months gone by so quick? I have no idea, but I told myself that I knew it was going to go by fast, and it is. It's already gone by. So we're going to sit down. We're going to talk about things I'm going to miss about London because I do love this city, and there's some things, very niche things that I love that I'm going to miss. So let me get out my list. It's on my phone. Things I'll miss about London. Uno, 1. Walking everywhere. I love walking everywhere. I love walking after dinner because you get to digest your food. I love walking just anywhere and everywhere. It's such a walkable city. You can walk from, I mean, you don't want to because it'll take hours, but you can walk from one end to the other, like through town. It's just so walkable. It's so amazing. When I'm at home in Georgia, it's not walkable. I drive everywhere. You know, America was built for cars. London and older cities were built for walking. That's kind of how it goes and how it is. So I'm gonna miss walking everywhere. I do love walking. Pub culture. I'm really gonna miss pubs. I think the pub culture is amazing. I think that we don't have stuff like that in America. We don't have bars, because pubs are technically, I mean, like, hear me out. I know y'all are gonna be like, no, pubs are not bars. They're not. But pubs are a place you go to drink, right, with friends. In America, when you go to drink friends, it's more to belligerently drink a lot, and or if it's not to drink a lot, then you go to a nice restaurant and you sit there and have a few drinks, but it's a restaurant. Like, it's not just a place to drink calmly and have conversations, play card games. Like, you don't do that in America. Like, you do not do that. Here, you do that. It's pubs. You go to pubs, you lightly drink. And like, you lightly drink over time, so then you do get drunk. But I feel like America, it's a lot different drinking culture. And when you go drink at a bar, or if there is a pub, the music's really loud, too loud. You can't even have a conversation. That's sort of how it is. So I'm really gonna miss the pub culture here. I'm not that big of a drinker. I just don't really drink that much at all. And so when I go to pubs, it's really nice because I only get maybe even one drink. Sometimes I just get a Coca-Cola because I love Coca-Cola. So that's normally what I do. Crumpets. I'm gonna miss crumpets a lot. I recently have just found these beautiful things. They have holes in them. They're not like a McMuffin. I don't know how to describe them, but they're great. I'll put them right here. That's what a crumpet is. It's really good. You like, I don't know how to properly cook them, but they taste good however I cook them. I'm not even gonna tell y'all how I cook them because I think I'm just gonna get bashed for it. I'm gonna miss no preservatives. I feel like everything's so much fresher. My produce is fresher, my food, my pizza. If I get pizza, the bread doesn't hurt my stomach, and it shouldn't hurt my stomach. But in America, there are so many more preservatives and so many more bad things, and just things that you're putting in your body through this food that should not be in your body. And I've learned that a lot here, where London really does not have that many preservatives in their food. That's why when my friend Bailey came to visit, she's from America, and so we went to the grocery store, we got some raspberries for her, and I told her, make sure you eat them soon, 2 days max, because they'll go bad, they'll get moldy. And it's because there's not that many preservatives, but that also means that they're fresher for you and they're good for you. Like, you know, they don't have bad stuff in them. So those went bad also. She forgot to eat them. She's on the American timetable where she's like, oh, I can eat them in like 4 days and still be fine. Which is true. In America, you can do that because they look all clean and nice and they don't get moldy for a while. You have to keep them in your fridge for a while for them to get moldy. And so they went bad and she had to toss them. But another thing I'm gonna miss about London is the museums. I love the museums. I love the fact that you can go and see all these amazing artifacts and all these amazing pieces of art. The Victorian Albert Museum. I love that museum. The Natural History Museum. Not my favorite museum, but it was really cool to see. The National Gallery. I love the National Gallery because, first of all, I created a really great memory at the National Gallery. I went on a really cute date at the National Gallery. It didn't end, like I've talked about this before, didn't end well, but that date was phenomenal. I was living in a rom-com movie for a second. Like, I met the guy at Trafalgar Square, and then we sat there, talked for like 2 hours. It just like, it was amazing. Ended up that he's just not that great of a guy, but we experienced such a great first date there. We didn't have any other dates, so it was great. Like, I wish honestly I just would have left it there instead of like both of us trying to, you know, rekindle it in a way, but I wish we just would have left it, cut it off at the head right there, because those memories, like that memory is amazing. So we met at Trafalgar Square. You guys know what Trafalgar Square is. This is what I'm gonna miss about London too. This rom-com scenario that I had, this romantic, amazing scenario, first date I had, which is phenomenal. So we met Trafalgar Square, like I said, 3 times. Okay, so we met, you know where. And then we sat there for like 2 hours, sitting there, Big Ben, you know, in our view direction. It was so cool. And then he's like, okay, the museum's about to close, let's go in. And so we go in. He speaks Dutch and French. And so he's running around the museum, dragging me around, like showing me these different paintings that he loves and different artists that he loves, because he was there like a few days before scouting it out, apparently, like a bit. And so he's like speaking French to me from these paintings, like saying the paintings' names in French and just explaining it to me, and just like, it was phenomenal. It was the cutest thing ever. I was like, I need to write a book about this because it was that adorable. And so we're running around, we're laughing, so physical touchy. Like, he was so, it was just amazing. He was so tall. He was like 6'4", 6'5", with a beautiful accent. It was phenomenal. It was great. He was so handsome. He was so cute too. And so we're running through the museum, and we get outside, and that was supposed to be like, the date was just the museum. And then he was like, oh, do you want to go to the pub too? Like, do you want to go get a drink at the pub? And I'm like, do I want to go get a drink at the pub? Okay, I'll do that. And so we go to the pub and we have a drink, and it's just so, it's such good chemistry. It really is. So I'm like, wow, like this is the best date I've ever had. Like, really it is. And so we get a drink, we get a couple more drinks. Well, he gets a couple more drinks. I stop drinking in a way because I don't want to be hammered on this first date, because I kind of want to remember it because it's so good. I'm like, okay, Izzy, like we're not going to get really drunk because I do want to remember these details. I was meeting up with my girlfriends later that night. He was meeting up with his guy friends from Oxford later that night. And so I'm like, Oxford too? I'm like, you have guy friends from that go to Oxford? Like, this is just crazy to this American mind. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then my friends are like texting me like, where are you, Izzy? And so we both like say, oh, we have to go. Like, the time went by. We're like, 8 p.m. already. Oh my gosh, we're supposed to meet with our friends at 8:30. So it was like a 6-hour date. It was crazy. Crazy. He walks me to the Leicester Square tube station, and we say goodnight. And then that is one of the last times I saw him. So he walked off, I walked off, I got down into the Leicester tube station, and I put my back against the wall, and I was like this. What just happened? Like, it was so fun. It was so fun. I'm gonna miss that so much about London, these memories. So I like put my back against the wall, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that was the most romantic rom-com-y date I've ever had. I am so glad I broke up with my ex and found this. Like, even if we're not going together, like, just experiences like this where I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have settled with my ex. No hate against him, but I could have settled with my ex, lived in Georgia, didn't do this London study abroad, and didn't get to have this amazing rom-com of a first date in London. It was insane. It was so wonderful. And then after like 10 minutes of like putting my back up against that wall, I like zombie walk down to the escalator, and I'm just like blushing. I am blushing so hardcore. I get on the tube, I sit down, I don't even put music in, and I'm just like staring on the tube like, wow, like that was just so fun. Great chemistry, great conversation, just him speaking to me in French. I was like, ooh la la, like it was really good. Yeah. And then I got home, and then I just put on a lot of Taylor Swift, and I was actually so bamboozled. I went on the wrong floor of my student residency, and I was on FaceTime with one of my friends, Jen Clark. Actually, if you're watching this, you remember this. I was on FaceTime. I was so bamboozled and so just put out of place because of this whole thing. I didn't know what to do with my body and myself. I had no idea what to do. I'm like on FaceTime with my friend Jen, and I'm on the wrong floor of my student hall residency, and I go to my door and I walk in, and it's not my room. It's someone else was in there, and he was like, "What are you doing in here?" He was like half naked. It was so embarrassing. And Jen's like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." I said, "Why are you in my room?" Like, I accused him of being in my room. He's like, "No, you're in my room." And I like walked out, and I kept walking, and then Jen's like, what just happened?" I said, "I think I just walked into the wrong room." We could not stop cracking up, and I was like, Jen, like, I am so bamboozled by this date, because all my friends also, I was on my phone because everyone was texting me. All my friends from study abroad, they knew this was happening. They knew the whole story, like how long we've been, me and the guy have been kind of texting through Instagram for a while, and then finally we're both in London at the same time. Stars aligned. We went on this magical date. It happened. I told them the whole story. They were gushing over the story. It was so fun. The memories I have just from that, like, me and the guy didn't work out, and that is okay. Like, I figured out he's really actually not my type, so just like, there's like some lessons I learned from this. One, you can go on a fantastic date like that and have these feelings and he not be the one, okay? Like, it can happen. It happens. Two, you can go on a date like that, and all you get from it is pure amazing memories of you telling your girlfriends the story and them gushing over it. Like, that makes me so happy, because they were all like, no, like, they're like, this is like a movie, and I'm like, I know. Now, it was kind of painful because it didn't work out, because I thought, you know, stars are aligning, oh my gosh, it's gonna be my next boyfriend, but nope, not on my list. Not on my list, not anymore, man. But it's just great memories, great stories. So I will miss that a lot about London. Now that I'm like gushing over it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so many memories to talk about. Going on from that, so museums, I'm going to miss museums, and I'm gonna miss hot foreign guys speaking the painting names to me in French. That's what I'm gonna miss. That's what I'm gonna miss. The next one, public transport. I love the public transport here. I love the tube. I love the trains. I love the red bus. I love the buses. I love everything here. I mean, you don't even have to have a car, which is great, which is rare to me. Like, that is not something that's normal for me, because, for example, in America, you drive, like I said before, everything's car-based, so you drive around. So when I move home, if I'm not moving to a city in America, then I'm gonna have to buy a car, because I don't have a car anymore, because my parents sold my car when I moved here, because, you know, they thought I'd be out here for a little longer. Didn't turn out that way, so I've got to buy a car. I love the public transport. I love it so much, and we'll get more onto it. There's more niche things with the public transport that I love, and I'll just go into it deeper too on my little rituals and things that I do in the city. So, Citymapper. Citymapper is a great app. If you are on this and you're about to study abroad, or you're about to move to London, whatever it is, anything is like associated with London, download Citymapper. It is the best app to get around the city. It tells you all the times, all the fastest times of how long it would take you to get there through different means of transport, and it tells you the cost of each transport. So it's phenomenal. This is what the city app icon looks like. Get it. Okay. I thought I deleted the whole page. I was like, sorry. It deleted, it went away, and I was like, all my hard work of me thinking about it late at night. Like, ideas that pop in my head 3 a.m. Oh, I need to write it down. And I'm like, you know. Rainy, moody days. There is something about rainy, moody days in London, because I feel like growing up, London and England, I just romanticized it a lot in America, thinking that's what the movies made it out to be like. It's just such a great feeling. I mean, there's songs written about rainy days in London. There's, like I said, movie, TV shows about rainy days in London. And so when there is a rainy, proper, rainy, moody, cloudy day in London, I eat that up. I bring out my books, my candles. I am just a cozy little girl, just enjoying it so much. I love it. So thank you, London, for all those rainy days. I really did appreciate them, and I hope I get a couple more before I leave. The next one, this hits straight to the heart. My British friends. I'm gonna miss you all so much. yeah. All my British friends, you guys know who you are. I don't need to say your names. I'm gonna miss y'all so much. I can cry. I'm gonna cry thinking about it. I'm not gonna cry. I might cry. I'm gonna miss y'all so much. It's unbelievable. We haven't said our goodbyes yet, of course, because I still have 2 weeks here, but I kind of know the days when I'm going to say goodbye, because it's the last time we're hanging out for a while, and I'm like, oh, I'm dreading it. I'm like really, like, you can hear in my voice and my eyes. I'm like, I'm really gonna miss that. Yeah, so don't want to talk about that anymore. So the tube, we'll go back to the tube. I'm gonna cry about the tube too. Just kidding. I'm gonna miss the tube. I love the tube. I know that some people who live here, they don't really like the tube because it's normal to them. It's an everyday thing. It's gross. It's hot in there. It's just not fun, you know. I remember my first tube entry when I was going on the tube for the first time and had to figure it out. It was an experience. I'll actually roll that tape right now, so look at it. I know, how do we do this? Okay. For the tube.
Which way?
So.
Yeah, you just tap it hard. We have a shot.
I was so ignorant that, I mean, that clip literally shows I was like, oh my gosh, I made it on. Like, and all my friends were like, how'd you get over there past the barriers? It was just, no one told us, no one instructed us how to do it. So we had to learn by the signs and the indications when you physically walk into the tube. No one told us how to do the tube. No one told us. So that's how we did it. I'm gonna miss the tube. I love you. I love all the lines. Honestly, I have literally written some last lines. I didn't even notice it yet. That's really sad. Okay, not last though. I don't want to keep saying last. I'm gonna be back. Okay, now we're going to food. Some food I'm gonna miss, like brand food names, places to go, because I still like the crumpets. Like, I'm gonna miss crumpets. But Blank Street Coffee, Joe and the Juice, and Nando's the most. Those three places I'm gonna miss a lot. I like Blank Street. I know it's from New York City, so opportunity to go back, guaranteed. And Joe and the Juice from LA, right? They're all American. Oh my gosh, except for Nando's, which is from Africa. Love Nando's. Oh my gosh, I love Nando's so much. It's actually unreal. I need to have a last Nando's date, and that's definitely gonna be on my list. So Nando's, love you. The next thing on my list is the parks. I love the parks. I love how there's so much nature in London. So different from New York City, because New York City you only have Central Park, that one park. In London you have multiple parks, so many parks. They're so big, some of them small. They're great. And then you can bicycle around. I'm gonna miss bicycling around the parks because that is like one of my favorite moments, especially during the fall when you are just, the trees are really beautiful. They're starting to change color. You're cycling through, the way they're like so tall and like make a little arch for you. It's so beautiful. So definitely bicycle around. Use the Bike Santander, I think they're called, or Lime bikes. Lime bikes are a little bit more expensive. I like the Bike Santanders. They're not the best quality, but they're cheaper. So the next thing I'm really gonna miss includes public transportation in the bus, but I have this little ritual I do and this little ceremony I do where if I'm on the bus, which I've been taking a lot recently because it's a lot easier to get on the bus into places I need to go from my new flat that I'm in here in King's Cross. And so I take my book with me and I read on the bus, and it is so adorable and so fun, and time goes by so fast. The bus stops go by really fast, but I just love the fact that I can sit on top of the red bus, sit there on the front, have London be like my background and my view, but also reading an amazing book. Like, that is top tier. That is top of the class. I'm so gonna miss that from London. Another thing I'm gonna miss is going to coffee shops and catching up with my friends with a cute coffee and a cute place. I mean, you could go to coffee shops every single day for the rest of your life here in London and go to a different coffee shop each day. There are so many coffee shops. There's so many cute shops, like bakery shops. There's so many lunch places, dinner places. There's just oh my gosh, the food world here is just amazing. I love the ambiance that a lot of these restaurants make as well. Like, I was at Chiltern Firehouse, which is very, like, members only kind of feeling club in a way. Like, kind of, but you don't have to be a members only to go, just saying. But, like, expensive restaurant, really nice place. So many celebrities are spotted there all the time on the outside. But you can go, little do you know, you can go and have coffee. And so you're like sitting by the fireplace. I'm with my great friend Ananya, and we're just sitting there having coffee with the fireplace there outside. The little tea, I'll put the video here, but the little teacups are so like porcelain and cute and have the little baby blue writing on them. It's wonderful. So you can just go to so many different coffee places like that. All in all, those are little things that I'm gonna miss about London. I haven't sat down and talked about it really, because to be honest, I am like really upset about it and like kind of grieving it in a way, and like I'm really gonna miss London. And so, oh, I'm gonna start crying again. All the memories I've made in this town, in this city, I'm so grateful for everything, for all the memories that I have and all the experience that I have, and, you know, just making me into a better person. I am such a different person from when I first came here to when I'm here now and moving, and I'm just really gonna miss it. I'm really gonna miss London a lot. So, oh, I haven't cried like this about it in like ever, not yet. I've been holding it back, kind of. I'm really gonna miss London, and I really hope that you guys all still follow along on my journey of life, because I have no idea what city I'm going to be moving to next. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in Georgia. I don't know if I'm gonna move to New York City. I don't know. All, like, my life is just so up in the air right now, and it's like so uncomfortable and just weird. More vlogs to be coming about, you know, lifestyle things, but I know a few of you recommended, you guys wanted me to specifically sit down and talk about all the London things that I'm going to miss, and so here's the video for you. I really hope you enjoyed all these little things, and I hope that you get to experience them one day in London. I will see you on the next vlog. It's going to be a lot of emotions coming up in the next few weeks, so bear with me and just come along for the journey, because life is crazy right now. It is insane, so love y'all. Bye! Thanks for watching.